Dr. Isaac Feludu from Delta Crown Hospital, Ketu, Lagos.
Okay.
I'm the medical director of the hospital.
Okay. Okay, sir. What can you say about the maternal mortality? What is the maternal mortality?
Maternal mortality is the death that occur during women during childbirth. That is maternal mortality. And the rate, let's say the rate is there's a calculation per thousand of women that are pregnant giving birth. You can say how many per thousand of them that are dying. That's where you calculate, and the figure usually you can get them from the Lagos State Health Ministry of Health. That's a 6 session.
Okay, sir. So, from your own experience, sir, so what can you say are the causes of maternal mortality?
Well, like cause of death during childbirth, you can see the causes are so numerous. But to put it mildly, let's start from the women themselves. One of the commonest cause of death during childbirth is bleeding. Bleeding can result as when you have ruptured uterus or a patient that is having a retained product, retained placenta that are bleeding. But most of them actually result from women delivering at home or not living in a health facility that is well equipped enough to handle some of the complications. We know that actually antenatal women who are pregnant, they are not usually sick, but we normally advise them to go to clinic, primary health center or designated hospitals where they run antenatal care. The antenatal care, what we do, actually we screen these women, we teach them about the complication of pregnancy. Complication of pregnancy can result from bleeding, which is one of them. They will have headache as well as hypertension. Some of them can throw fits. When the fits, that's convulsion. Then there are a lot of complications when their legs are swollen. Legs are swollen. Some of them, there are 9 danger signs of pregnancy. Danger signs, which actually they are taught, and once they know those 9 danger signs, they go to a health center and a hospital where they can be taken care of. But like I said, one of the commonest causes is bleeding during pregnancy. Second one is convulsion. The convulsion is a result of hypertension. We call it eclampsia. Pregnancy-induced hypertension. That one, and other causes, result of infection. Some of the have infection after delivery, probably where they deliver them, the poor hygienic environment, result of infection. Then of course ruptured uterus, that one will also cause bleeding during pregnancy. And also we know that some women can have some medical conditions like sickle cell in pregnancy, very dangerous, need to be managed by specialists. And also some women who are diabetic or hypertensive during pregnancy is also be well monitored, because all those work can also result in death. They are not well managed during delivery. Then, like I said, the prevention actually is good antenatal care. There's what we call focus antenatal care. Focus antenatal care is when you have at least 3 visits, for your period of antenatal. But our environment, we do more than focus, because some of the women, when you give the appointment, they will not even come. So some of us use the old method of saying come, that in the first after the first trimester, that between 30 weeks and 28 weeks, we still give them appointment to come every 2 weeks, especially when they have when we notice that they are hypertensive, they have hypertension or they are diabetic. But if they don't have anything, we give them, say, come once in a month. But the last 1 month, we always want to see them once every week. But if focus antenatal, a woman that does not have any complication, we say at least they must come to clinic 3 times in a week. When 3 times in the period.
Okay.
And also they are also noticing an environment that HIV is also common. So in some of them, when they come, of course, we screen them. The first day they come to the clinic, but to register, we do HIV screening. And when they have HIV, there are the health center, and some government hospital where they still give them free antiretroviral drug. Also, that one can also be a cost. But they actually focus antenatal. When they go to have good antenatal care, all these causes of death in pregnancy can be prevented by detecting them early and prevention. If you know that a woman has had bleeding before and she wants to deliver, we prepare, because a woman that has bled before, she's likely to bleed again. So we prepare, so in case there's any bleeding, we can arrest it.
Arrest the situation. No, sir. You said that you listed some of the reasons for these causes. But sir, if I may ask, do you think there is enough awareness about?
Yes, I will say yes, because the truth is this: there's awareness. There's awareness in the sense that when Part 2 came, I'm one of those people that are facilitated for Part 2.
What is Part 2, sir?
Part 2, that's it's an NGO from UK. They partner with Lagos State government and some private hospital, where the focus is to
sensitize,
to prepare people who don't have money. They try to assist them by providing training. They train even the TBAs. They train a lot of TBAs. There are limitations. They train them that when the 9 danger signs, which I was talking about, the 9 danger signs, all the TBAs, they know it. So when they just notice any woman that comes to them and they notice the 9 danger signs, they will refer the patient to health center or to any hospital where they can manage them. So the training, a lot of the women, and during that period there were a lot of jingles in the radio. They were able singing. There's a song, they were singing it every morning. Every morning they attend when I listen to the radio, I hear their jingle. So a lot of women, they are happy, they are aware. If you go to health center, because health center, Lagos State government, they are doing free antenatal care. So you go there and you see they give them a lot of lectures. They will go to churches and mosques to lecture them. The TBAs, they are a lot of them. They register with the Lagos State government and they are trained too on safe delivery of patients. So I believe that your awareness is there. But another thing, we know we are in recession, so poverty could be another thing. Some of them will want to say government is providing free antenatal. They will still need to buy some of the materials. Some of them are not even have the money to buy the materials. I believe that we are trusting God that next year the economy will improve. If the economy improve, at least people will go to, because the health center too, when say everything is free, you will still buy your gloves. The delivery things, you will still need to buy some of them. But the truth is, not everybody that have the money. Some of them, as we are still talking, now some of them are still living at home. In their home, So that is one of the areas. It's not as if, I will not say that the awareness is more now. Many women, their awareness is there. But then we cannot stop. It's not everybody. Learning is a continuous process. Even our patients that come for antenatal here, we still give them lectures. every time. Learning is continuous. Even myself as a doctor, I still learn every day.
Okay, finally, sir, you talk about those 9 danger signs. Can you expatiate on?
No, I mentioned some of them before now. You have where you have headache, severe headache. That's one of them. Bleeding. Okay. Then you have swelling of the legs. When your leg is swelling, you know, that's one of them. Danger signs, like I said before, I mentioned some of them. Headache is one. Then bleeding. When you have severe abdominal pain, that might be a sort of rupture of uterus. Then that's another one. Swelling of the legs, and the feet or face, that might be a sort of hypertension. Then, of course, when there's delay, prolonged labor. Normal labor is also supposed to last more than 12 hours. Once it's more than 12 hours, know something is going wrong. Prolonged labor. Then after delivery, placenta is supposed to come out within 30 minutes. If it's prolonged, that can cause bleeding. That's another one. Headache, abdominal pain, bleeding, convulsion, swelling leg, prolonged labor, then prolonged delivery of placenta. That's third stage. That's 9, Abby. 12 to 9. This is about 9.
Okay. So, what advice you have for the government generally?
No, like for Lagos State, we are working on Lagos State. I would say Lagos State government actually they are only trying when it comes to autonomous mortality rate. Usually in Lagos, the government hospitals and they are ready to partner with the private. I know because the government cannot do the work alone. The private, because we know that statistics about 60%, 70% of the patients treated in Lagos in the private sector. So government need to partner with the private to in the area of supporting us, in providing some logistics, finances, so that most of the private hospitals will be well equipped to handle some of these cases to reduce maternal mortality rate. And also to train the team leaders too.
Thank you, sir.